at the Backdoor. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Today we're going to talk about the Bonak Club. So, Ses, ano yung first impression mo sa Bonak Club?
When I was invited to join, they were like, "Oh, anyone can join as long as you're a Bonak." And I didn't really react because I had no idea what that meant. I was just like, I don't want to be the uncool older girl who doesn't know what that means. So I just thought it was that milk brand for gifted children, Bonak Kid, na parang yung pang maybe they're mocking the gifted child.
Kala ko din batang may laban.
Oh yeah. So apparently it's not far off because in a sense Bonak is bobong anak. So it is the reverse of the Bonak, the gifted child.
Where do you skate?
The first time I saw people skate, I was like, oh, I want to do that, But like I said a while ago, it always felt like an exclusive thing. Personally, didn't know any women skaters. Tapos, we didn't really, our family kasi didn't really grow up with internet. As in, kahit nung uso na yung dial-up and all, my family didn't really expose us to the internet, so I wasn't really able to look up, I didn't know it was a thing that women could skate. I mean, it's such an obvious thing to think, but you don't really see, it was always like this boys sport, and not only that, the manly boys sport. Yeah, don't really see gay people or feminine people doing it. I wanted to also contribute to that, ongoing movement or something of normalizing skating as a woman, and not just that, in a place na hindi talaga made for skaters, Metro Manila.
Yeah.
I don't know why we live here, but yeah, that's the case. It's not even just about gender. It's also about the struggles sa urban planning, or how there are, or maybe how there are really no safe spaces around na provided for free.
So as a woman living in a third world country, do you have personal experiences na they have specific problems na encounter mo?
Specific to skating or active transport is, well, one, as a woman nga, hindi nga safe maglakad. Tapos wala rin namang safe other commuting alternatives. We all know how bad it is na wala nga. The train systems aren't enough, so we do need active transport because not everyone can afford cars, or maybe not everyone should. So in terms of transportation, yung basically just getting from one place to another, marami ng hurdles kasi diba, yung cyclists pa lang on bike lanes, where bike lanes aren't respected, they always have to fight for their space. Skaters kasi, it's worth taking note that it's cheaper than bicycles. It's also a viable active transport, pero pinagbabawalan siya sa mga bike lanes or even sidewalks.
Ang laki kasi rin ng misconceptions ng skaters, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk more about that?
Pag sinabing skater, related yan sa mga nagva-vandalize or mga addict. Totoong may ganong stereotype.
Yeah.
And there are some people who are like that, but that doesn't really, mean that that's what being a skater is. Agad-agad nilang in-apply yung policies based on something na ina-assume lang nila.
Yeah.
Like what I mentioned kanina, about why I skate, it's better to normalize skating as basically, one, being a bonak na you just want to be a kid, you just want to play around.
Yeah.
Be in a community. Having better sense of community can also prevent people from resorting to drugs, which is a health issue, diba? Also to normalize skating as basically a mode of transport. Kung gusto mo lang bumili ka lang ng tinapay sa pwede ka naman mag-skate lang. Or so. And that's something that we want to be possible. In that's what a good urban planning, good Metro Manila would look like in the future.
Share ko lang din, every time that I skate and people see me, first of all, di ako nakaka-catcall pag nasa board ako. If I feel like I don't want to be bothered, nagsaskate ako. So, do you experience that well? Na parang...
Kasi syempre case-to-case basis, depende sa place, or nagkataon lang kasi baka I was in a bad place at a certain time. But kasi yung sa skate, nagigets ko when you say that it's like people recognize that you have some sort of skill or caliber or I don't know what that is, but like parang nagets ko yung sinabi mo na it does have a certain effect. Like people kind of see na you're doing your own thing or what, and I think di rin pwede inignek na kasi it's a new thing, like oh, girl skating, parang okay, it's like a statement in itself. Pareho siya ng effect sa people wearing headphones if they don't want to be bothered.
Yeah. So, Bonak Club is, mino-market natin siya na pang women or queer safe space.
Well, before we talk about like who it is for, maybe we could siguro yung parang why. Kasi what's new here is we're encouraging more queer people and girls to skate.
Yeah.
I guess we have to parang siguro acknowledge na, well, that's necessary kasi pagka sinabi mo lang na everyone can join, then everyone who has never had to fight for their space would be the first in line. Like all the cisgender straight boys would just be like, oh, sign me up, ganun. By that time, a certain group would be populated na by all men, or I mean, that's just a tendency, di ba? When you form groups, especially in sports, what I notice in sports, I guess parang there's importance in encouraging, parang putting the foot forward na, oh, this is, we're encouraging queer people and women to join para by the time or that we just open to everybody else. At least queer people and women already know. Kasi parang if we're the demographic like women na who has always had to fight for their space, whenever we're invited to something, we get intimidated if it's just a certain kind of people who are there. It's more of like how to develop safe spaces. Kasi parang what we've learned is it continually evolves. Like before, di ba, uso yung mga all-girl groups or, exclusive groups, exclusive to particular marginalized demographics. But we've also been learning na, well, one, hindi rin naman lahat ng tao ay alam na yung identity nila, di ba? So like there are people who are closeted as well. They can't just say, oh, I can join your group because I'm queer or what.
Yeah, or they're still in the process.
They're still in the process, tama. We've been learning is to put at the forefront that we're open to people who identify as these marginalized identities, but we are also inclusive to everyone else, as long as they're Bonak.
Saya pag Bonak lang dahil tinatanggal mo na yung takot as a beginner.
Totoo.
Tapos it's just so, you're just playing and you're just having fun. And pag bata ka, you're playing, you're not expected to be excellent. Paano mo nakikita yung Bonak Club in the future?
So pag matanda na ako.
Di pa ba? I'm sorry.
I'm the oldest so far sa group because I'm 30. Yeah, I see that also as a thing. Like in the future, it could include all age groups.
Yeah, kids, to
older people. If we're already open at this point and very encouraging, I feel like I can see the future na mas open, and also because of that, mas normalize yung other perceptions of being a skater na hindi lang to pang mga magugulong tao na whose only goal is to be magulo. Kasi iba yung pinag-usapan natin kanina.
Yeah.
What I see is that we'd be normalizing better perceptions of skaters. And I feel like, I know it's a long way to go, but the more skaters there are, the more accommodations there would be. In the same way that bikers now are getting spaces because they've been fighting for that space. Kasi marami nga namang nagbabike. Ganun din yung magiging effect, in a sense, of having more skaters as active transport and community. I feel like lalawak pa, kung yun yung subjects na nako-cover ngayon ng skating, with gender equality, urban planning, public transport, I feel like mas marami pa siyang matatouch.
Thank you so much again, Ses. Alam kong busy ka, dahil mong sports na ginagawa. Mag-frisbee pa yan. Ano ka pa?
Climbing.
Mag-climbing pa siya. So thank you so much, and I'm so sad di ka makakasama sa session natin. Pero,
yeah. That's fine. Thank you for having me again.
Hey, I just want to hop on here and talk to you about this cool social media manager, Metro Cool. Are you a social media professional who is looking to have the best tools for their company? Or are you just a beginning influencer trying to break into the social media world? Well, we know a cool tool that can do all of these. This is Metricool. Metricool caters to all social media users with its simplicity and effectiveness. No need to scramble from app to app. Manage all of your social accounts in one place, be it behind a computer or on your smartphone. Metricool is a marketing tool for analyzing, managing, and growing your digital process. Its simple interface and unique tools help any kind of social media marketer achieve their social media goals. So what are you waiting for? Create winning strategies and improve with Metricool. Check out the Metricool link down below.
Hello everyone! So we're here at our favorite skate spot and I'm together with Angelica. Yeah, so si Angelica talaga yung pinaka-bonak sa group namin.
Sabi niya, oo.
Oh, sabi ng lahat. So, bakit nga ba gusto mag-skate?
Actually, hindi pa nga siya pinapayagan ng nanay ko. So, kung nanonood ka man, ipayagan mo na ako kasi nandito na ako sa YouTube. Ba't ko ba gusto mag-skate? Dahil lang yun, naging co-actor ko kasi si Ate Van last June. Tapos, may one time lang doon, niyaya niya ako mag-skate. Uy, skate tayo. Tapos 7 AM pa yun ng umaga, ha?
Kakagising na.
Kakagising lang namin, hindi pagising yung diwa namin. Tapos nag-downhill kami. Tapos nung nasa baba na kami, nagulat na kami. Oh, shit.
Sobrang tirik pala nung...
Ang tarik naman.
Oh, ang tarik nung pinag-down nila namin tapos beginner lang.
Oo, tapos sobrang sarap sa feeling kasi sabi ko, this is adrenaline early in the morning.
Nakakabuhay. Parang hirap maging malungkot
Oo.
pag nagsiskate ka.
Kailangan happy-happy ka lang. Tapos yun yung gusto namin. When we're doing skate, parang just to enjoy. Yung mga girls, yung mga kasama naming gays, and everyone else. Hindi nyo kailangan maging magaling. Kasi, bakit? Di ba?
Para kanino?
Para kanino?
Para sa'yo, ano ba yung bonak talaga?
Actually, noong umpisa kasi, panlalait talaga siya. Yung Bonak kasi short siya for bobong anak. Like, alam mo yun, pag nagtatrash talkan kayo ng mga kaibigan mo nung high school, Bonak kayo, mga bobong anak, ganon. Pero ngayong matagal ko na siyang ginagamit, hindi pala siya,
Derogatory.
oo. Like, it's more uplifting now or encouraging. Kasi, ano ngayon kung bobo ka, di ba? Lahat naman tayo nagiging bobo at some point sa buhay natin. So, wag lang nakakasama ka na ng tao, ganun, nakakasakit ka na.
I think yung meaning natin ng bobong bonak, parang magpakatotoo lang.
Oo. Kasi kung gusto mo talaga ng ginagawa mo, then, kung isip bata ka talaga, go! Heal your inner childhood trauma.
So, how does it feel like na isa kang babae, tas part ka ng LGBTQ and hindi ka pinapayagan dati or hanggang ngayon na mag-skate ng nanay mo?
Kasi kaya naman niya ako hindi pinapayagan kasi nakakadisgrasya naman talaga siya. Then hindi alam ng nanay ko na meron kaming mga gears, ganon. Like minsan tumatakas lang ako para mag-skate. Minsan kasi naiintindihan ko talaga yung explanation ng nanay ko. Kahit hindi niya alam kung paano i-explain yon. Pero sa mga ibang tao na ayaw nilang pinag-skate yung mga girls nilang mga anak or kapatid, bakit? Bakit hindi sila pinapayagan? Kung alam nyo lang kung gaano kasi mag-skate, siguro you should try it yourselves para malaman nyo. Kasi masaya talaga siya and knowing na may makakasama kang community like Bonak Club.
Yeah, na safe space.
Safe space. Kasi okay talaga maging bobo, walang magaling sa amin.
Oo, walang nagja-judge sa amin.
walang
Masaya pa kami pag
nagkakamali kami.
nangungudgod ka sa floor.
Kasi yun yung essence sa pagiging Bonak. Hindi mo kailangan maging magaling.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Angelica.
Angelica, and this is Ivan Evangelista.
Siya na yung naging host. Alright, ayan. So, lagay mo na lang yung mga socials mo dito.
Oo, isa lang naman yun.
Instagram mo.
Instagram, saka Facebook.
Alright. Tsaka message yun si Angelica kung gusto niyo sumali sa atin.
Yeah!
Alright. See you sa next sessions natin, hopefully. Bye!
Bye! Wow.
We're also... naalala ko na yung pinag-usapan natin, yung parang vibe check. Like, napunta dun sa...
Oo.
Ming!